The storm's gotten so bad today, and a cold front is moving through. Ah, darling, you're awake. Here, I made us some tea to warm up. No, hold on. Let me pour it for you. Here you go, and there. It's warming up your hands, right? Nice and toasty. You're so cute. You look a little concerned, love. Yes, it is very rare that the volcanic mountains ever get a slight bit of rain. This storm? It's pretty bad. It could be an indication that the volcanoes are about to erupt. Oh, don't worry, my dear. We can get through this together. It's not the first time we've dealt with something like this, and I can assure you it won't be the last. Darling, the volcanic mountains are very vast. If we can't find another place to live, then we aren't looking hard enough. And the volcanic mountains aren't the only place we could live. Well, there's the desert, the tropical forests, the beaches, the forest. If you really wanted to, we could always go to that one island. Yes, the pretty one. No, I'm not a fan of water, but for you, I'd do anything. Why are you looking out the window so much? A volcano just doesn't erupt immediately. Well, sometimes they do, but there are telltale signs if that's going to happen. It seems like this eruption is going to take a little bit. See, there's no smoke coming out of the mountain. It means we have time. I'm sorry. It's really funny. In a past life, you were a kitsune. You lived for the flames. If you heard about an eruption, you'd get really excited. One time I had to grab you so you wouldn't fall in. I don't know, something about increasing your flame powers. It was cute to watch. It was also 100 years ago. Yeah. Why are you surprised that I remember that? I remember all your past lives, and how I found you in each. Oh, there was one a few centuries before you were kitsune. Yes, you were one of those fire salamander hybrids. You were very strong. You lived in the desert. You did not like the mountains very much, despite being a fire lizard, which was utterly hilarious, by the way. You look so uncomfortable up here, yet you tried to appease me. You tried to say that, oh yes, I'm so comfortable here, when in reality, you had this ever-present pout, like someone had just stolen your puppy. I, of course, interjected and was like, you know, the volcanic mountains just aren't doing it anymore. They just don't feel like home. So I took you far away back to your desert home, where we lived the rest of our lives in peace. Well, your life. I always make sure that you're happy. That's my one goal. The weirdest reincarnation you've had? Well, I'd have to say it was when you turned into an aquatic creature. It was a very long time ago. I don't exactly remember what aquatic creature you were. Mermaid or something like that. Well, no matter what you reincarnate in, you're always humanoid. Like me. I remember searching all over for you. And then, in my heart of hearts, I wanted to go to the ocean. And not even a warm ocean, a very cold ocean. And I don't do cold. But I went anyway. And there you were, resting on a little iceberg. You were terrified when you saw me. Well, think about it, darling. You live your whole life in the icy seas. Ice all around you, it's cold no matter what you do. And then all of a sudden, a flaming bird comes over. I swear you thought it was the end of the world. But then, quickly after your initial shock, you said I was beautiful. It was a beautiful romance we started. One I will always treasure. Well, I mean, I treasure all of our romances. But that one was definitely the most unique. Though I really don't miss that icy water. Oh, don't be silly. I enjoyed my time with you. I enjoy my time with you. In every lifetime. No matter what you are. Who you are. I love you. So stop worrying about it. This lifetime? Well, this lifetime is very unique as well. You're a human. Have I not told you? You've never been a human before. Oh, you're shocked. I was too. I thought you would have been a human a long time ago. But you weren't. Always humanoid, but never human. Never fully human, anyway. You've been a half-elf, an orc, a serpent, one of those neckos, an emu, a dragon, a newt. One time you got really close to being human. You were born as a half-vampire. I'm not sure what those are called. You were so close, yet so far. Oh, no, it wasn't difficult to find you in this lifetime. It's never really difficult to find you in any lifetime. Sometimes it takes longer than others. Well, by the time you turn of age, a little click goes in my head, in my very soul, and it leads me to you. Why do you look so concerned? I thought you'd be happy to learn this fact. Oh, you think I might mistake you for someone else? My love, in every lifetime you are so worried like this. It's the one thing all your incarnations have in common. And I love it. I will say this as many times as you need to hear it. Your soul is vastly unique. There's no way I could mistake you for anyone else other than my one true love. Through every lifetime, I will find you, and we will live out our days happy together. I love to watch you grow old and live a fulfilling life. I love to love you. And no matter what, I will continue to love you. So do not worry about silly things. Do you remember when you first saw me in this lifetime? How you had the feeling that somehow, even though you've never seen me before, you knew me? That's our connection. That's our love. It transcends space and time, all logical reason. So you needn't worry about small things like that. Really, you don't. You just have to have faith in us. If I can love you as a slime, darling, I can love you in any form. No matter what form you take in your next life, I'll be there. No matter who you are, I'll be there. Though in every lifetime, you still have your quirky traits. Like I said, you always worry. There's no reason to worry that pretty little head. But despite my comfort, you always worry. No, I do enjoy it a little bit. I get to comfort you every time. And I never tire of having you in my arms. Every second that goes by with you in my arms, it feels like an eternity. And that's a good thing, you silly thing. Your first life? That was such a long time ago. Now I remember it quite well. I was very young myself. A new Phoneix. We grew up together. I'm sorry. It gets me a little emotional when I think of it. Well, back then, I didn't know if reincarnation was really real or not. I wasn't born with wisdom, you know. I wasn't even born with knowledge. I know I seem very mature now, but when I was younger, I really wasn't. You've helped me grow and change. Ah, yes, back to the story. We were born really close to each other. You were a harpy, and I a phoenix. Our families had nests really close to each other. In the mountains. We weren't really sure what this flock of harpies were doing there, but we didn't mind. We liked having the company. And then I met you. And I don't know what it was. Some people say it's love at first sight. But what I felt when I first saw you, it was stronger. I think perhaps we were always meant to be together. I don't know yet, but maybe in the next lifetime I will. Anyway, we were both young, and we fell in love. We used to fly together. We loved. And then you grew old, and I stayed young. It was the first time this happened, so I was very scared. I looked for immortality potions, everything, but you asked me not to do that. You asked me to let you go. And that we'd find each other again. You promised that in every lifetime, we'd be able to find each other in love, just as we had before. We just needed to have faith. And I trusted you. The years without you were painful. I had never experienced such heartbreak before. But then, something clicked, like I said. And suddenly I was off in the forest, where I found you. You looked different. You were different, but it was you. Your soul. And then you recognized me a little bit. And then I knew. You were reincarnated. And our love, it did break time and space. All reality. Seeing you again changed my life forever. And your promise, you kept it. And you keep keeping it. No matter how many lifetimes, we will always find each other. We will always love each other. We will always be happy. You know, you were right earlier. Perhaps we should pack our things. Yes, the volcano looks a little bit unpredictable. Let's get started on our move, okay? I want to enjoy this lifetime with you and see what adventures we can have.